Give me a second. Wow. Okay. No, don't go away. Come back, air conditioning. No. I just did something I'd never done before. I was over budget. For the first time. I was like 400 calories over budget when I headed to the gym. And it was, I was just trying to rush through editing the podcast. I think it's pretty much done. There's a few more tweaks I need to make to it now. And I was just rushing through it. It was like a little bit, like 5 minutes past 11 p.m. I was like, shit, I've got to go. Because I'm racing against the clock. This is one of the funny things that happens with me since I started using this watch in conjunction with Lose It, which is a meal tracking app. Lose It will update my budget throughout the day based on how much weight I'm trying to lose. And it listens to what my Apple Watch is saying. It downloads the data. As I've said before in an earlier video, almost in real time. I can go and refresh the app, and it'll change, how many calories I've burned, and it'll show me how much I have left in my caloric budget for the day, or how much I've gone over. And today, before I went to the gym, it was like over 400 calories over. So it's like, okay, and I knew that was going to happen because earlier in the evening, I was like, I got to eat something else because I was getting hungry. But I just wasn't on schedule with my calorie burn for the day. So, but I said I was trying to plan ahead. It's like I'll exercise this off later to get to meet my goal for the day. But I lost track of time because I was so focused on my work. It was after 11 p.m. I was like, shit. So I ran to the gym, did a mix down of the podcast so I could listen to it. When I got there, I wasn't really sure what I was going to do. Like I haven't done a leg day in a while. I've got to catch up on my leg days. I don't know how many calories I burn in a leg day because I haven't done a leg day since I've had the watch. I've had that watch for about 2 months now. And the leg rack, the squat rack, there's no, God, those are both horrible names. It was available. I headed towards it for a minute and I was like, no. I don't have any time to mess around with this. So I went upstairs to the treadmill. I think I walked about 2.5 miles, something like that. I was speeding up the pace. I tend to average around a 3.7 miles an hour walk when I'm trying to walk briskly, but I was forcing myself up over 4 miles an hour to try to get my heart rate up, and then I used the incline feature on the treadmill to make it steeper, and I made it. I made it to past midnight with a 14 calories under budget. So this is crazy. This is completely unprecedented with me. I've never done anything like what I just did tonight. But it's exhilarating. I hope I don't have to do this too often. I mean, the only reason this happened is because I just was off schedule. And I was very sedentary today. That's typically not how I spend my days. Part of the problem is because I was up late, had to get up early, so then I had the nap this afternoon, so I did lose some active calories in the afternoon because of that. That's probably the main reason why this happened, because my sleep schedule is off. So, but anyway, it was fun. So now it's kind of fun, like trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to do this as fast as I can without hurting myself, One of the things about this new program I'm doing now, thanks to the Apple Watch, is being really honest about my calories on a 24-hour clock basis, because the way I was doing it last year, it's kind of frustrating for me because I don't keep regular hours. I don't work 9 to 5. I don't get up. I'm usually up all night. Last year, when it would cross midnight, if I ate anything past midnight, I would backdate it to the previous day to keep it all in one place. But that was kind of confusing. So I don't do that anymore because the watch and Lose It operate on the same 24-hour clock. I have to put my meals where the active calories are. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. So, but that's kind of cool in a way too, because as I'm approaching midnight, which is after midnight now, everything resets. So all my calories have reset. So if I want to eat something now, that goes in tomorrow and into my Tuesday calories. It's not Monday anymore. So it's kind of like you get to refresh, wipe the slate clean. It's kind of fun to do it that way. So anyway, I thought I'd share that. It wasn't anything that ever occurred to me before I started using the activity tracking feature on this watch. Just the way it has to work. I suppose it would be nice for some people if you could offset your 24-hour clock to accommodate if you have if you're a night owl or if you work a night shift. I guess it would be useful for some people to do that, but even for me, my schedule is never really the same from one day to the next, and that's just the way it's always been, and probably the way it's always going to be. It's just the way my life is. I can't help it because my My career is so weird. Yeah, it's a really good day. Anyway, please subscribe, like the video. It'll help me out. Tap the notification bell if you're a new subscriber, or even if you're an old subscriber, because it does. YouTube may not tell you when my videos come out unless you hit that notification bell. So it can be handy. I found it to be useful in following some of the people that I follow. So anyway, thanks very much. I'll see you tomorrow, I think. Thanks. Cheers.